So, last session, your unnamed troop of individuals have been sailing across the coastline of the Reach. Heading from Clash, the outskirts of it, you went to Hornridge, chartered a ship, and have been making your way southward, trying to get to Broken Bridge the fastest way you can, and as safely as possible. You encountered some rough situations, having to battle strange fish fire creatures that seemingly were trying to find a Herald of Dar. You were able to deal with many different random encounters over on the seas, and were able to avoid conflict with what seemed to be individuals who had commandeered a ship to take it and escape captivity in a far off land. Now you will find yourselves sailing into the mouth of the shield. You can currently see a massive watchtower bathing the area in red light as you are making your way into the most secured section of the Reach's coasts, protected on all sides by long landmasses. You all are currently. Let me just double check. So, this is the beginning of your fourth full day of travel at the moment. Um, yeah, so the sun is rising as you watch the hilly and mountainous landmasses on all sides of you begin to press in, and you begin to enter into this space. You can see on the edges of the landmasses small caves and coves are filled with battleships, warships, and the like that are readying themselves in case any encounter were to happen and any incursion into this great inland bay were to happen. But seeing your colors of your ship, they pay you no mind, and you freely enter into the space. Um, can I have someone roll me a D100, please, as we begin this fourth day of travel?
That's a big 5.
That's a
if this were
really big
Call of
five.
Cthulhu, it'd be amazing.
That is crazy.
I mean, historically, my D100 rolls have only been good.
Truly.
Oh, for
I can't
sure.
recall a single instance where they were bad.
Absolutely.
Matt one.
The sky begins to fill with dark clouds as you
Okay,
all
well,
as the weather turns, as you make your way further north. Um,
that could still be good.
maybe. The dark clouds don't spill snow or rain, but winds pick up, and the nice clear skies and the warmth of the sun fades as temperatures drop once more as you move your way far, far to the north. As you are going along, um, is anyone watching on the top deck, hanging out there?
Yeah. I'm still working with the
Um,
crew. So.
Sure, I'll be up on deck.
I know my short-term goal was to help Kara with his magic, so I don't know where that's taking place.
Karo is probably nervous to practice magic in front of people he doesn't know.
Fair enough, fair enough. Keep
So,
those instincts.
so he's probably down in the depths of the deck with you.
Okay, that's where I would be as well. I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to make sure.
Absolutely. So we have Ajal, Ripley, and you said Gil was up there too.
No. No, he'd probably be below deck, really.
Understandable. So, Ajal and Ripley, the two of you are currently on the top deck.
Bonnie asked how cold it was.
At this point, it's still not too bad. It's, I'd say, about 35.
Hmm. Okay.
Not too terrible temperatures. Definitely, you know,
That's balmy.
honestly. That's why it was like
Tropical
it was
even.
warm when the sun was out, but now that the sun is gone, it feels chillier than it should be. You know, the
The
sun has kind
classic
of helped
Midwest, it
mute.
wouldn't be so cold if not for the wind.
Pretty much,
Yep.
yeah.
The amount of times I hear that. And it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's true.
Yeah.
Always.
Them wind chill.
And wind chill really
It'll
does
get you.
yeah, it does numbers for some reason. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, as the two of you are currently on the top deck, Ajal, you are working your way with the crew, learning, you know, a lot of the different methods of sailing the ship. You know, currently trying to catch as much wind as possible. As with with the current way the ship is moving, the winds are very strong, and it is actually quite useful to have the sails going at as best as they can. So you're working tirelessly trying to catch every little wisp of wind to try to get there faster, so you have less time out at sea. As you all are doing this travel, um, what is the passive perceptions of both of you?
Oh, it's something around 15, I'd say.
18.
Okay, 15 and 18. As you're traveling, there is a distant dark shape that can be seen up in the sky, a far, far distance. It seems to be trailing behind you, but greatly
I love that.
catching up speed.
I'm gonna point it out to the captain and keep going.
Yeah, you point it out to the captain. Um, Swell will kind of look up. Well, that's a sight to be sure. Calls up his second in command and begin taking looks at it through a small little spyglass. Is that what I think it is? It can't be, right? You see his second in command, Quinn, takes it, looks through the spyglass. I hate everything about this trip.
What does it look like it is?
It seems to be a ship of some type. By my guess, I would say it's about 2 miles up. But it is also quickly descending and will outpace us.
I mean, we're in kind of a bay area, so that's not a crazy thing.
How often do you see flying ships?
Oh, it's flying. I missed that.
Yeah, it's 2 miles in the sky
Oh, I thought it
and
is
is
up
quickly
in the
descending.
ocean.
No, it is
Okay.
a
I
flying ship.
retract everything I said. That is strange.
Yup.
I take it all back.
I mistook the 3 dimensions.
Mm-hmm. The important dimensions. 3 out of the 20.
I only think in 2. Sorry.
Ah, fair enough. Gotta start thinking in 20 dimensions.
Whoa. That'd actually be crazy.
Uh,
Okay, well. Is this the Flying Dutchman?
I have never seen anything like that. Poor confused guy. Yeah, you begin to notice as the ship lowers further and further. Um, there seems to be small bits of sound that can be heard, almost like a sudden. And it seems that you're uncertain, but it seems that the ship is encountering something in the air.
Do I hear the commotion from below deck?
You begin to hear like these dull like thuds that seem to rock the ship. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll start making my way up. Ah, what's all the commotion?
Appears to be a flying ship coming towards us, and it's sunking.
This is well outside my scope. What do we do?
I don't know.
Is it following us?
It is coming closer.
It's definitely descending. That's for sure.
Oh, lovely.
Can we fire at it? Or do we have to wait for it to get here?
This ship is only equipped with ballistas. I don't think we can even hit it.
I suppose we must play the waiting game.
Yeah, maybe there's a chance it's a friendly flying ship.
That
What are
is
the
yet
odds?
to be.
Those exist, right?
As you say that, there is a sudden loud. As you watch a portion of the front deck is just blasted open.
Super friendly looking.
Joel, man the ropes. I think we're going to have to outrun this.
All right.
Okay, so go ahead as you and the rest of the crew begin manning their stations. As you are trying to keep your ship safe from this aerial bombardment. Go ahead and roll me a athletics check, please, as you begin to man your side of the ship and pulling on ropes, trying to gather as much wind as possible in attempts to outmaneuver whatever is happening. Okay. With your athletics, you're able to catch wind in different sections of the ship and begin moving kind of off course in order to dodge whatever this is. You watch as splashes of water suddenly explode where your ship's old trajectory would have been. It doesn't seem like whatever is happening is being moved as well to like follow you though. You watch as it keeps firing on that same trajectory. And then suddenly you watch as some large winged creature goes tumbling from the sky and lands into the water, crash landing.
You said a winged creature?
Yes.
How
Watch
close to us
as,
is it?
At this point, probably about 60 feet or so. You watch as it's some sort of large insectoid creature that seemingly was like partially blasted open, Its wings no longer able to work, spilling out this dark ichor. It just crash lands into the water. You watch as another one soon follows quickly after that. Now that the ship is well within sight, you begin to see this kind of dark cloud of small movement around the ship up in the sky, and you begin to realize that it seems the ship is under attack, and they're not firing at you particularly. They are trying to defend themselves, seemingly.
Okay. Our ship's firing, dealing with some type of threat. Is it still getting closer towards us?
Yeah, it's quickly losing altitude, it seems.
Um, have I ever seen these insectoid creatures before?
Make an Arcana or a History check.
Alright, guess so.
Can we all do Arcana or History checks?
Sure.
You know what? Because he doesn't know, so I'll do history. He doesn't know Arcana. History would make.
I know them both equally badly.
Ripley knows nothing.
Yeah, the two of you are kind of lost on what this could be. Igil, you vaguely remember hearing stories and reading information on specific demons, and you're fairly certain there's a demon called a Chasme that is very insectoid looking and looked a lot like that.
This is a fiendish essence. I wonder what's on that ship.
Okay. As you begin to put this together, to an extent, you watch as that ship buzzes over the top of your vessel by about maybe 100 feet or so. Well, 300 feet or so. That's it. You see that there is still probably about 5 or so of these chasmi that are circling the edges of the ship. You can see broken arcane cannons and strange devices. As you can see, this crystal-laden bottom hull is currently partially broken and seemingly not keeping enough altitude for whatever this voyage is. As this happens, you watch as 2 of these small insectoid creatures seem to move off the ship and begin buzzing in your directions.
Interesting.
I pull out the my hemorrhaging multi-tool in preparation.
I'm going to make a flaming sphere 60 feet away from us in their trajectory towards us, hopefully to scare them away and or make them go through it.
Okay. Yeah. So as these 2 insectoids begin fluttering in your direction, you set up the flaming sphere. Go ahead. Go set it in chat.
As one.
Okay.
Yes, Ripley.
Once they get to the flaming sphere, I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
It only lasts a minute, so I need them to be close before I do it.
Yeah, they're fairly close at this point.
Yeah, so as soon as they hit the flaming sphere, I cast mirror image.
Yep,
Can I have made my way up there?
Oh, absolutely. The sounds
Nice.
would have gotten louder and louder, and you realize that whatever these arcane cannons are that line the ship. That is what accidentally missed one of these flying creatures and just struck down, as there seemingly are cannons on the underside of the ship.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably made my way up now too.
Yeah. So you all make your way to the top of the ship. As the arcane sphere, the flaming sphere, let's make a dex saving throw. DC 14. Only one of them passes. You watch as one of them almost dodges completely the flaming sphere. The other one just goes right through it with no care in the world. And seemingly doesn't do a whole lot. But you can still roll damage for that.
Alrighty. Wow. Oh wait, is Strike of the Giants on right now?
I think that has to be an attack roll, not a spell.
Yeah, that 1 does not exist. But the 10 does.
Okay, so 10 points of damage. Which is halved and then halved again for the other one. So, Red failed, so he'll take 5. Okay. Yep, you watch the ship buzzes over the top of your own and begins to crawl along the lowest section of the water, and soon is almost out of range. However, as it disappears from view, it seems that some of these creatures got distracted and are now very much looking forward to ripping into your small vessel.
I'll leave our vessel alone.
Yep. At this point, they're about 60 feet away, but we're going to go into initiative.
Okay.
Am I not on that map? Oh, no, I am.
You're on the map.
Oh, so many secrets are being revealed over on the Twitch stream. That's crazy. It's not like I do that all the time. Okay.
I cannot see my token in order to add my initiative to it
The token should be up.
because it won't vote for me.
That's weird. Did I just... Again?
No, my Roll20 just does that sometimes. It barely even loaded in the last screen the whole time it was open.
I am wearing my armor now. Put that shit on.
There's 4 Ripleys in my space instead of 1 Ripley.
What do you mean? Wait, why are there 4 of you?
No, like I have 3 illusory Ripleys.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
mirror
okay.
image.
I was like, wait, why are there so many Ripley's?
Imagine if there were just like 4 Ripleys stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, we're stacked up vertically.
Yeah.
Like they did in Inside Out with the
Oh,
boyfriends.
you don't have to do that because they're all in my space. They don't take up other squares.
But I wanted them there.
Okay.
They're a visual reminder.
That's why I put the little dots on, so I know how many duplicates
Very
I've got left.
I just had a cool idea. Wanted to see if I could do
Nope. No cool ideas allowed.
Damn.
it. Well, don't worry.
That's not what
it's
this game
still
is
gonna
for.
happen. wish I could turn up the opacity on them. Oh, is everyone rolled? Let's see.
I rolled a 14, but I can't attach it to my token.
I will do that. If I can click on your token. Are you part of the map layer? You're part of the map layer.
All I see is a white grid.
Don't worry about it. You said 14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. You're no longer a map. So we begin the initiative order. They have flown into range of combat. They're about 60 feet up as they've just gone through the flaming circle. Atlas, it's your turn. You begin the initiative.
So how high up are both of them at?
They are at 60 feet above your current ship. So roughly, I would say, what did I say last time? The mast was, I think, 30 feet tall? 30 or 40 feet? So 20 feet higher than that.
Yeah, I think I'll go to. It's like below me. Is that like a crow's nest?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start heading towards there and start climbing up it.
Gotcha. Yeah, you should be able to move your token. And be able to get, so 10 feet.
Yep, then I can go another 30 up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say you're able to get 25 feet up because you kind of have to... Actually, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so you get 30 feet up the ladder up to the crow's nest. Is that your whole turn?
Was I able to get all the way all to the top, or I'm still climbing up?
You're still climbing up.
Yeah, I'll do it anyway. I'll try and throw a spear at the closest one. I guess blue.
Okay. 30 feet distance.
Oh, and I will rage before I throw it.
Okay, yeah. On the edge of a ladder, you rage and one-handedly throw your spear. 25 will hit. Okay, 15. Not bad, not bad. Is that all?
Well, we got one more attack, but I figured that'll probably miss.
Yeah, that one will miss. You throw your spear, summon it back to your hand, and throw it again. This time the strange bug-like creature is able to avoid most of that hit. It angrily buzzes at you.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay, we'll go to Ace then.
Yeah. I am going to use my channel divinity, Prophecy of Doom.
Oh. Okay.
I can choose a point within 120 feet of me, and it's a 15-foot radius sphere. So I would like to force both of these bugs to make wisdom saving throws.
Let's go, bugs. Damn it, bugs. Let's go, bugs. Damn it, bugs. One of them was able to get a 13. The other was able to get a 9.
Okay, unfortunately for bugs, that doesn't pass. So I get to roll my Eldritch Effects table, which is this.
Yup.
I have such long abilities.
Definitely. It's taking up my whole screen.
4. The creature is distracted by visions and voices and has disadvantage on attack rolls and wisdom perception ability check.
Okay. The two strange proboscis having bugs turn to each other and seem very unsure about themselves. And very distracted as they look around confused slightly.
That is my turn.
Okay. We go to blue. So the bug is going to fly down and get within range of Atlas. Gets within 5 feet and within 30 feet of the rest of you. As I imagine. And it is then going to try and proboscis Atlas as he's clinging to the ladder.
At a wonderful disadvantage
Yup.
for Atlas.
Wow. So one of those was a nat 20 and one of those was a 3. So it's not going to hit. It tries to stab into Atlas, and Atlas, you go around the side of the ladder, holding on with one hand. You circle the mast and watch as the spiked proboscis just goes junting through the entire piece of wood, stabbing out the other side and almost poking your eye out. But it greatly misses. Ajal. You start your turn within 30 feet of the creature. I need you to make a con save.
Yippee. I love con saves.
As this buzzy boy is droning on. Yeah, you were able to mostly ignore the droning. It's very loud, though. But yeah, it's your turn.
So they moved 30 feet this turn?
Yeah, one of them did. Yeah, one moved right up to Atlas and did one attack.
Okay. I have 2 options here. Well, let's channel the hunger in the form of a beast. For funsies.
Okay, form of the beast. What beast?
The usual.
The wolf?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
He's just so pretty.
there you go. Wolf.
Yippee.
Forgot about that.
I could never forget about Milk Cat.
Milk cat.
We love a milk cat. That's your turn?
Yes, and the sphere drops because I am hungry now.
Okay. Just because you're hungry makes the spear drop. Ripley.
Can't concentrate when you're hungry.
Okie dokie. Do I have to make a saving throw?
Oh, yes, you do. Make a con save.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, you are able to ignore the droning sounds.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Hex on this guy.
Blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to give disadvantage on strength checks.
Strength, gotcha.
And then I'll Eldritch Blast twice.
Sweet. I keep looking at the art of this creature, and I'm now just realizing they're ripped as hell.
Nice.
Hits. Misses. Actually, that hits. So both hit.
Ooh,
Just hits.
that's 17 and 14 damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are able to do great damage against this bug creature.
And then I'm going to run 30 feet this direction.
Okay. Sweet. And if you wanted to see their abs, you can see them right there.
It's a lot of abs for a bug.
Yeah, that's an abby
Why does it have hair? Why
I
does it
don't
have
know.
like human hair?
I don't know.
That's unnecessary.
I think it would have greasy hair.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it's gotta
it's
be
super
greasy.
hair. He has not showered in weeks. Months even.
It's a horrible
Maybe
creature.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, just wait till he goes to the anime convention. It'll be great.
I'm out of spell slots, so don't die.
And then I'll be in a big suit too.
Absolutely. He's in the bug suit, don't you know?
Yeah. He lives in the bug suit.
Ego, it's your turn.
Alrighty. If I go there, I can't flank. Alright. I'll have to take a little bit of a risk. Blue's the one with the most damage on it right now.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to make a con save at this sort of return, though, by the way.
Wow.
16. Yeah. You are able to ignore the droning sound that this creature makes.
Ooh. Alright, these next two attacks are going towards blue.
Blue is 30 feet up in the air.
Oh, they're 30 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay then. So that was
Yeah,
five.
red is still 60 feet. Red has not had a turn yet.
Alright.
Pretty far away.
So I need some type of elevation. Okay. 30 feet in the air. What's the range on? Alright, I guess I'll throw 2 darts.
Okay.
That's nice straight.
What's the range on that?
2060. So it's gonna be a
Okay.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
$17 to hit
Hits.
for a 10 piercing.
10 piercing damage. Gotcha.
And then another disadvantage attack. That one.
Okay.
Then I'll use my bonus action to use let's see, Draconic Cry. No, it's 10 feet. I guess I'll just use Patient Defense. Yeah, that's bonus action.
Okay. Patient defense. End of your turn. Bonnie, go ahead and make a con save. Nice. Yeah, you, oh, all of you passed the save. The odds are good with you. dead on blue, which is a success. I don't think they take damage. Yeah. Yeah, that one is within 30 feet. 22 will hit for 3 force damage. Nice. That is your turn. This time it's Red's turn. Red has a lot of movement. You all passed. Ripley's kind of far away. It's gonna go after Ripley.
Don't.
It's going to try. It flies down 60 feet, which is its movement, and is able to try and disadvantagedly hit you with its proboscis, which will not hit you at a 10.
Cool.
Yeah, that's its turn. You watch as your captain saves, and your second in command, your first mate, does not save, and they pass out. You watch as they look up at these creatures, and then they just fall unconscious fully. Not sleeping, full unconscious. Which brings it to Atlas.
Do I have to make that save?
Yes, you do. Con saving throw. You feel this, like, buzzing sound fill your mind, and you are on the cusp of your brain shutting off because it is overwhelmed by the amount of sound that is being produced in your face at this moment. But you're just able to overpass it, and you do not go unconscious and fall 30 feet.
Yeah, I will finish climbing the rest of the way up.
Okay. You would leave its attack, its range.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get an attack of opportunity against you, a disadvantage. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Would have been higher, but... as you move out of range to get solid footing so you don't potentially fall again, you're going to take very solid 19 piercing damage. There goes my die. And 28 points of necrotic damage. As you try to get out of the way of the creature, it sticks its proboscis right in your leg as you climb up. And as you get to the top of the crow's nest, you just feel your life force is sucked out of you as it drains your blood. And your max hit points goes down by 28. It is your turn.
How hurt does a blue look?
Blue is pretty injured at this point. They've taken a decent chunk of damage. But it doesn't seem like they're bloodied yet entirely, but they sustain quite a bit.
I think I'm just gonna kind of like jump up and try and do like a plunging attack to it, and try to like knock it all the way to the ground if possible.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack of opportunity, or your attack roll.
And can I make this reckless?
Yeah, I'd say so. Okay, 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll. I'm gonna have this be like opposing athletics. So go ahead and roll me an athletics roll. Okay, you are able to jump off the crow's nest and stab your spear into the neck of this creature, but its neck is filled with hard carapace and solid creature, whatever it is. And instead of being plunged downwards, it still stays floating. You're just attached to it. But go ahead and roll some damage. $17, nice. Yeah, it looks pretty bloodied.
Yeah, then I guess I'll try to kind of hold on to a part of it, but I'll try to stab it again another 2 times.
Yeah, go ahead and make a go ahead and make an athletics check. Try and grapple it. Okay. Yeah, you're able to hold on and rip out your spear in order to do another attack.
Would that have costed one of my attacks?
No,
Or
no,
just
I'd,
like
I'd say no.
Okay.
It still has movement. I'm just saying this was how you were still attached to it. 20
gotcha.
will hit. 7 points, okay. Yeah, that'll hit. $14. Yeah, it's looking real rough. That's your go?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. You marked off the damage you took, right?
Yep, I did.
Okay. How much was that in total? What, 47 points of damage? Okay.
Yeah, I think something around there.
That's crazy. Ace, it's your turn.
Yes, before I make the faded constitution check, I would
You
like
don't
to say
have to.
I don't.
Nope. Now that you've succeeded
Wild.
against it, you appear to be immune to it for the next 24 hours.
Wait, have I succeeded against it?
Didn't you? Oh, no, you haven't.
No, I'm like, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was like, what's special about me?
Oh, no, yeah, sorry, I forgot.
I was
You're
scared
just
for a
so
second.
creepy, it doesn't affect you.
Yeah,
you
it
all
likes me.
passed- well, at a certain point, when you all passed that save, I was like, well, this is awesome.
Yeah. But these guys should get a chance to redo their wisdom check for the effect at the end of their turns.
At the end of their turns? Okay.
Yeah.
What was the DC on this?
Let me check. I want to say 16. Yeah, 16.
16. Blue, sorry, not blue, red saves. In the first one
Yeah.
roll. And then blue also saves with that at 20.
Nice.
So,
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
yeah, so technically the attack on Atlas would have
I got a
been
10.
at a normal attack, but it still hit, so. 10. Yeah, you look up towards these creatures and prepare to unleash a flurry of attacks on them. and you fall unconscious. You all
Nice.
watch as Ace looks up at them. You just this sound overwhelms you, and you just crumple to the ground.
Damn.
You know.
Yep, that's the end of your turn because you're unconscious. This creature is going to see that and flies down, and is going to attack Ace. And since you're
Yay!
prone and on the ground, gets advantage. Let me double check. Oh, hell yeah. It's an auto crit. That's amazing.
What if it wasn't?
What if it was, though?
It'd be cool if it wasn't.
Well, it was. Luckily, Atlas is being dragged along because Atlas is on his back. So that's a thing. But yeah. So its proboscis will hit automatically. I am so sorry for this.
Just
One of you.
Ace is gonna die.
Honestly, I think Fate really hates her character. Oh my
For
god.
some reason.
Fate is a hater right now.
You know, I thought Asenath was fun, but apparently the dice do not agree.
Oh my god. Fate is the biggest hater of all time.
Oh my god, what happened?
Okay. So I rolled the piercing damage. Let me roll the necrotic damage. This is I feel bad. I feel really bad. I feel really bad. This sucks. That's better. That's low numbers. Okay.
The emotional roller coaster of this is so cool to I don't feel good about this anymore.
It's very quick. The roller coaster
Yeah.
of emotions that befalls my day to day right now. So many die.
Well, once you get to 88 damage, I'm dead forever.
Is that all it needs to be?
I only have 44 hit points.
You are insanely lucky right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I rolled so it's 76 for its proboscis for the necrotic damage, so I had to double that. The first 3 rolls I got was 3 6s and a 1, and then I rolled continuously bad. You are crazy lucky right now. You do take 80 points of damage.
Okay.
Which doesn't kill you outright, but is still an insane amount of damage.
That is crazy. That is crazy. What's happening here? Why is this not working?
Oh, and so it was 39 points of piercing damage, 41 points of necrotic damage. Your max HP goes down by 41.
Wait. 41, you said?
41, yes. You will watch as this creature, Atlas in tow, lands on the ground, just stabs its proboscis in Ace's unconscious body, and you watch Ace becomes a raisin for a moment. becomes dried, kind of pruned up. It looks horrible. Ajal.
Oh boy. Would it be possible to go stand like over Ace,
Yeah, you can
Like-
body block.
physically body block,
Yeah.
and then fight it?
Yeah. I'll yeah. Yeah, you go and rush over and stand on top of the your new sun-dried friend. And stare down muscle bug.
And I should have advantage because Atlas is on top of it, so flanking.
Yeah. Egil's
Or
also
Egil.
next, yeah, Egil's also next to it.
Yeah.
So there's a couple people within range.
All right. Roll it twice. So 22 to hit,
Hits.
and there should be 9 plus 4
So 13.
damage.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah.
9
that
is piercing, cold is 4.
Easy. Good amount of damage. Anything else?
Crunchity munchity.
Yeah, you
Oh,
crunch. That's to make a save?
yes. I think I also do two more damage because of hunger. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. So 16 damage total.
So 2 more damage.
And then it needs to make a
I think it's 2 saves.
con throw.
Con save?
Con save.
Constitution saving throw will be a 9.
DC 14.
It fails.
Aha! It has no speed until the start of my next turn.
Awesome. And doesn't the wolf... Milk Cat, doesn't that also give you another save? Doesn't have to make a strength save? Or go prone?
Yes. It also has to do a DC 13 strength save.
That is an nat 20.
Damn.
But, I remember it.
Still can't move.
Yep, it still can't move. It's stuck. End of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, brings it to Ripley.
Cool. Pretty sure I know what the result's gonna be, but I'm gonna try to throw a healing word over to Ace.
Okay.
So, 13 hit points back.
Yep. You hear a breath of air come from that direction.
Okay.
As...
Just so you all know. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. I was about to say the same thing, probably.
I get 3 of those hit points back.
Okay, great. I'm so glad I rolled max.
And I will say this, just so you know, you're pretty certain if you go to 0 hit points of your max hit points, you auto die as well.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the case.
That sounds about right.
I get to crawl downstairs.
I am going to use my reaction as she heals to teleport 15 feet onto this box.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like being right next to that guy. And then I'm
That's
just
close.
gonna use my movement to hide behind this big scary wolf.
Okay.
Oh, wait, before I do any of this, I have to make a saving throw, don't I? I hate these creatures. Or no, I already passed,
Yeah, you
right?
passed it. Yeah, you're immune to it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I wish
Great,
more of you
all of
had
that
fallen
happened.
unconscious, but I can't control that. So.
Alright. Blue is still hexed, so I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast
Mm-hmm. 16 will hit.
for 17 damage.
Okay.
Is it still up?
Yeah. Hits.
Another 16
That is
damage.
enough. Blue goes down.
Okay,
They're not
great.
super tough. It just got very lucky. Yeah, the
That's my
two Eldritch
turn.
Blasts slam into it. One takes off one of its arms, the other smashes it straight through the proboscis, and you watch as its face is imploded inwards, and it just begins to bleed this dark ichor.
I gag a little. And that's my turn.
Okay. Egil.
Is gagging a free action?
Yeah, I
Gagging
mean
is a
throwing
free
up is a
action.
free action.
Yeah.
At least it has been so far. Otherwise, Ripley's action economy is fucked.
Egil, it is you. Egil? Driz?
Oh, sorry.
He's muted.
You're good, you're good.
How high up is red?
Red is on the ground. Red got,
Oh.
even with the ground to go and try and stab at Yield Ripley.
Okay. I think I have 35 feet. I have 40, but that should be close enough.
Oh, yeah.
And time to do 2 attacks. If I use... No, I only required 17 to hit. 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Alright. 9 piercing, 6 psychic.
Nice. Yeah, it takes the whole bunch of that.
Now... On melee weapon attack. I'm going to need him to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to use Stunning Strike.
Oh, okay. Doesn't that have to be with a melee attack? With your,
Yeah.
Well, you have to hit first,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah, just hit.
No, I mean, with your monk strikes. I don't know if it can... Can you post it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never
As long...
seen it done on, like,
Well-
a bladed weapon attack. That's...
Yeah, no, it's just a melee weapon attack.
Oh, yeah, that, okay. That just works. Cool. For its con, 15.
I think that... Let me see. It's 8 plus... My wisdom is 12, then 12 plus 3, 16. So, yes, it's 16, so...
Okay. It fails,
So-
so it is stunned.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot what stun does.
Stun, the effect of stunning a creature.
Stunned creatures incapacitated, can't move, and can
Yup.
speak falteringly. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and attacks have advantage. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I've always role-played it as the monk abilities cause stunning strike. I've never actually used
Just-
like, a weapon to stun a creature. It's never come up. And I've had a person play a monk for years.
nice.
That definitely hits.
13 piercing and 7 psychic.
Okay, so 20 points of damage in total. Nice.
And bonus action,
Okay.
unarmed strike
Yep.
is advantage. 25 to hit,
Hits.
or 6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Yeah. Creature is stunned, cannot move. Bonnie. Toll the dead. It fails. It'll take 12 necrotic damage. That hits. You can roll it with advantage if you want to see if it gets a crit. Okay, still hits. Do 3 force damage. That's your turn. My bug is stunned. Atlas.
Yep, I'll just start charging towards red and attack it 3 times.
Okay. Hits. Okay, 16. Ooh,
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
that is so a miss.
Yep.
That's so
1 in 200
unfortunate.
chance.
Still got one more.
Yeah, one more attack. Let's go. Ooh. Even with advantage, you strike and hit the creature, but it does not break through the exoskeleton. Damn. Stunned. Double nat 1, and then
Just not
miss.
enough.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
not enough.
Oh, isn't damage from when you're stunned is like a count as critical damage? Or no?
That's paralyzed.
Oh, paralyzed. Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it's paralyzed anyway.
Yeah, and unconscious.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay. Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're at 3 hit points.
Where's the stairs down?
Stairs down to right here.
I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna stand up, and then I'm gonna
Mhm.
move.
It's half your movement.
I'm just gonna hide in the stairwell.
Yeah, you go rush to the stairwell, limping.
This
You
is
look
my
down at your
life now.
skin like you look like an old person. Sad to say it, like wrinkled and
It'd be like that.
aged. I think there's a scene from the
Well,
Titanic I'm thinking of, but I can't. I have not seen that movie in such a long time. I can't fully remember it.
that red is still within 120 feet of me in the stairwell, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what? I may be old and wrinkly, but I can still Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah.
It's an 11. I don't think that hits.
You have advantage. It's stunned.
Oh,
It can't move. I think all
that's a
attacks have advantage on it.
17.
17 would hit.
10 force damage.
Okay. And that's all?
Yes.
Okay. The Jasmine can't do anything, it's dead. Ajal.
Alright. Well, since Blue is dead, I can move, because I can't really do anything for Ace. So I'm just gonna try to move over there and fight the thing. I think I can get over there with my
Yeah, you can
50 foot
definitely.
movement.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sure. I can't move my token though.
Move it. Move it.
There we go. somewhere around there.
Yup. Easy enough. This thing can't fight back.
And I'm gonna crunch. I know we're all surprised. And I get advantage on it. And then the D6 from giants plus 2 from hunger. So 12 plus 5, 17, 18, 19 damage.
19 damage?
Did
And
you
then
roll
I'm
your,
gonna-
did you roll your attack?
Yeah, it's private. Yeah, there's
Oh,
a 23
okay.
to hit
Oh.
with a DC 13 strength save, 12 piercing damage, and then you, yeah, and then the 5 cold damage.
I'm rolling it through beyond 20, so I don't know how to change that.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're good. I was
Okay.
wondering. I was like, oh, someone got overzealous.
Yeah, without being able to do anything, it falls prone and has 0 movement, but it already has 0 movement, so it's just prone now too.
Heck yeah.
Which might not actually help your party, but, you know.
I'm trying.
Mm-hmm. And your go?
Yep, that's it.
Ripley.
Okie dokie. Bonus action transferring my hex to red,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will Eldritch Blast.
Blast. You have disadvantage on this, so it's a 10, which will miss.
Cool.
'Cause the creature
Well,
is-
wouldn't it
it would
make
be
it a straight
regular,
roll?
Yeah, it'd be a straight roll.
So it'd be the 15, wouldn't it?
So it would be the 15, so it would hit.
Okay, so one of them hits for 10 damage.
10 damage.
And that's all I got.
Yup,
I have very eventful turns.
absolutely. Brings it to a gill.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's at the end of my turn.
It is at the end of your turn. It comes unstuck.
Okay.
So you've got it.
Alright. Hemorrhaging multi-tool. Advantage. 20 to hit. For 8 piercing, 6 psychic. And then another one at advantage. Oh my.
Dang.
Oh my.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
that's real bad.
It is. Alright, just one unarmed strike then. Ah, there,
there
you,
you
go.
go.
Didn't even roll it with advantage. For a 12
damage.
bludgeoning.
Okay, 12 bludgeoning damage. And that's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Okay. This creature is looking battered and bruised and on the brink of death. At the end of your turn, it becomes unstunned. Bonnie, it is your turn. 12 dead. That is a wisdom saving throw, which is a 12. So, currently prone and useless, unable to move after being unstunned, it breathes a sigh of relief, preparing its either flight or final fight. And then all of a sudden, you watch as it just squirms on the ground as a silent bell is rung in its mind, and it just begins spurting blood all over the three of you. As it dies, writhing in pain. It was at 5 hit points. I was really hoping, because it has decent wisdom, I was hoping it would save. No.
Are there any more coming at us from the ship that was above?
So, as the two creatures die on the deck of the ship, you watch as the ship that was flying above you, heading straight for the island in the center of the shield, it almost seems to partially crash. It crests up the side of a hill and settles down almost out of view. all of the creatures that were flying after it also stay with the ship. You hear a few more arcane cannon shots, and then the area goes quiet as it seemingly has been taken care of, and the battle is over. The captain of the ship has been driving the ship. So Swell has just been standing at the helm the entire time. His first mate is still unconscious.
I'll go try to wake up the first mate.
Yeah, you go and begin to shake the first mate.
Yeah.
They don't seem to wake up.
I hit him with the healing word.
Okay, they don't wake up.
Okay, are they dead?
You make a medicine check.
Oh no.
20?
Whoa, I'm a doctor
No,
now.
they are still breathing.
Whoa.
They are just unconscious.
Okay, not my problem. I've done everything I could.
Yeah, absolutely. You did everything you could.
I'm gonna go sit down somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Probably with with Ace. I imagine Ace is just heavy breathing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'll take a minute to get a spell slot back, and then I'll try to cast Remove Curse on Ace to see if that fixes the hit point problem. I don't know if that counts as a curse or not, but I'm gonna try it.
Only
You
one way to
cast
find
remove
out.
curse and it has no effect.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I might have cleared up like any bacterial infections you had. So there you go.
Thanks.
It's like an antibiotic.
Don't do it too much.
You know. Who knows? Maybe I'll sleep it off.
Maybe. But yeah. At this point, the ship begins to. So you probably are about here or so when that whole situation happened. Really early on into the day's events, the ship continues to move on far away from the island Skane, where the strange flying ship perched on the hills to the south side, which are right about there. Those of you on the top of the deck, if you wished, you can make a perception check to try to glean out any information you can on this merchant vessel. Okay. Between Ripley and do you have the plus? Do you guide yourself?
No, but also I realized I rolled it wrong because I should be rolling wolf still.
I
So,
believe. Does that? Don't you roll it with your?
because wolf lasts an hour, and then it's also with
When you wild
advantage.
shape, you keep your mental stats. You keep
Yeah.
your charisma,
Oh, I do?
wisdom,
Yeah.
and intelligence.
But I still get the advantage.
Yeah, I think you would get the advantage for the keen senses, but you use
Okay.
your modifier.
Okay, let me take off the guidance and then roll one more. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, between Ripley, Bonnie, and Ajal, the three of you are kind of able to inspect the ship from afar. You can see that there is a decent amount of crew aboard whatever vessel this is. And you're able to note that its make is different than any other ship you've seen. It has these large arcane turrets that line almost every section of the ship, from the very bottom of the hull to the very top of the vessel. It seems very well equipped and well stocked to defend itself. And it seems to be made of some type of kind of dwarven-esque, yet elvish designs. So it seems to be a mix of dwarven and elvish somehow. And the banner it flies the colors of a black stallion on a yellow field. The black stallion is seemingly also on fire. But it seems whatever happened to this ship, it did cause it to seemingly need a lot of repair, as you are well on your way to Birch Bay when you lose track of the ship. So it should be about here to here. I believe we were actually, if I measured out earlier today. Hold up. Cool. I swore I measured it out today. Oh yeah. So, as you all rest and relax on your final day's journey, you pass by the large Isle of Skane, and over the course of the rest of your day's journey, everything goes well and peacefully. There is a great abundance of fishing vessels and merchant ships that patrol these waterways. Military ships also seem to be readily apparent and present all throughout the space. As whatever this inland bay is seems very well protected and is kind of the pride of the merchant going community here in the Reach. But over the course of your day, the sun begins to set and night falls on the final time on this ship. Is there anything you all wish to do on your final night out at sea?
Is cry an option?
Oh yeah. Crying is a free action, don't you know?
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think Ace is actually crying. She would never showcase weakness that way.
No, but you're probably like taking a few moments to yourself.
I have probably isolated myself. Yes.
Yeah. I imagine over the course of this journey, you've been training Karo and teaching him a few things. After what happened, he'll kind of like walk over to you at your little bunk, kind of sit down on the edge. Are you okay?
I'm alive.
Oh, I'm glad you're alive. I heard what happened. That's terrifying. Why do you continue to fight as much as you do? Like, you keep getting beat up. All the loss. What makes you do it?
Well, right now, traveling with this group is quite beneficial for me. And if I want to stay in this group, I gotta pull my weight.
It's very fair. If you need any help with pulling the weight, need any of assistance, let me know.
I absolutely will.
I don't want to be a burden.
Don't worry. We'll make sure you're not.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll let you get back to resting. Stands up and walks away.
Yeah. I also imagine I say I isolate. I imagine I have say something.
Mm. I want to find out which one of them has the best hands.
What does that mean?
Udal looks at you.
Oh, Ace doesn't say that. Ace would probably ask
Oh, like the bug creatures?
Yeah. They had so many hands.
Yeah, let's go check out their hands. And I guess we'll just take Cecil to check out their hands.
Okay. Yeah, you go to the melting corpses of the bug creatures. Go and make an investigation check.
Ah. Buttons.
Buttons.
It's a 6.
Yeah, you begin to look at their weird little hands, but they're mostly melted, so it's just a lot of foul ichor. Can I? Your doll kind of like motions downward.
Yeah, I'll set her down, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Your little imp doll walks over to the ichor, places her hands in the ichor, and begins to like rub it along her fingertips. I'm gonna put my hand on you now.
Okay.
She
I'm not gonna stop her.
flies
or
up.
it, or whatever.
Yeah, she flies up and is going to kind of use the strange demon ichor and just starts like drawing on your neck while hanging out on your shoulder.
Cool. I'll just let her do that. That's cool.
Mm. Yep. Doesn't seem to have any effect on you. It's just
Can I try to like find a mirror to see what it is
oh yeah.
whenever she's done? I'm curious.
Yeah. So when your doll finishes, you go and find any sort of mirror. Let me just roll something real fast. Yeah. So it's like a child drawing, but actually good.
Hmm.
So it's like a little like child, like a tattoo. A child would be like, I'm gonna give you a tattoo, but it's actually good. And it's like a little impish doll.
Very nice.
I guess that's it for me.
Yeah. Yeah,
I go
Bonnie.
back to sitting in my bunk.
If you
Sad.
wish to talk secretly, there's some places within the ship you could do that in. Yeah, there's definitely like one mirror on the ship. And yeah, you can be avoiding it.
Bonnie, you wanted to talk to us secretly? Bonnie's casting detect magic on something.
Something for sure. Which one of you are secretly not who you're supposed to be? Oh, yeah, you cast detect magic and you don't really detect any divination. You do. All you detect is the magic items that each of you currently has. Atlas with the boar ring, the hemorrhaging multi-tool, the Hadar bracelet, and others. Such items.
Ripley just has a bag that's kind of glowing.
Mm-hmm. Glowing bag. No one's the imposter. Since I've got all of you here, I have a proposal for you all as a group. It seems we'll be stuck with each other for the foreseeable future, so why don't we take advantage of our situation as a group? Interesting. To do this, I think it would be good to discuss what we want to achieve together. What do you want to achieve together?
Great question.
I want to continue serving Hadar's will.
And I want to figure out a way to stop doing that.
And I will do whatever my lady requires of me.
Oh, and I also want to kill that necromancer.
Yeah, I also want to really kill that necromancer as well.
I believe that, and that is relating to Ajal's comment.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Bonnie, can you confirm or deny?
Who is that directed towards?
Or is it just everyone?
Oh. It changes. I just do whatever she tells me in the moment.
I'm just here for the ride.
Was that Grim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grim's
It's like
chilling
I
on
thought.
Grim's chilling on Rickety's shoulder right now.
I was like, what person just manifested in this room?
Grim just manifests sometimes.
He does. He likes to talk, and we love it.
Mm-hmm. Seems
I mean, that's kind of been like a long-term goal for me for the last few years. You don't really have to worry about that. It's not exactly, you know, just cutting up a piece of paper.
So yeah, it seems like a lot of you wish to kill the necromancer.
He did kind of set us up.
Did he?
That's why we have beef with the paladins.
Did he even
What
say
necromancer is this?
Yes.
That's not my place to explain.
I know. Our character's perception of it is enough to make us mad. Um, Back in Bitterwood, we all kind of were around. We all were in a necromancer's house, and there were some paladins, and he killed them, and then teleported away, and then more paladins showed up. So, they tried to arrest us, which did not end well for them. Um, and that is why we are currently on the run.
I see.
That's pretty much it. Alas, you seem to have a history with him. Did you only want his death or anything in specific?
Well, I do want him dead, but yeah, he has my wife specifically. So I need to find where she is first before we fully kill him.
It's a shame the hottest character in your guys' party is married.
Who's married?
Atlas.
Atlas, you just said it.
He just revealed that he's married.
Oh God, I was reading a message. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to get information out
Sorry,
of
were you
wizards.
married in the name of our Lord Hadar? Otherwise, I don't know if it's valid.
The Great Beast officiates weddings on the weekends.
Hadar does it on the weekdays, apparently, though.
Yeah. Ace officiates weddings.
Ajal probably would, but whether or not that's valid or not is a different question.
Anything's valid when you make the religion.
I didn't make it. There's definitely other people that think the same way as me, for sure.
Yeah, that's why we've run into so many of them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you actually have run into a lot of them.
We have not run into a lot of people who think the same way as Ajal.
No. They're cool beasts, though, still.
They are.
Yeah. Why would you follow a religion if there weren't cool beasts involved?
That is the religion. It's all cool beasts.
For example, Christianity.
Christianity has cool beasts. They're called
I don't know.
angels.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That many wheels and eyes.
Yeah. Enough. Enough eyes.
You can never have enough.
Yeah, but that's the thing about angels. You look at them and that just might be enough eyes. That's why they're scary.
That's why they send down Michael, because he's the most normal looking out of all of them.
He has not enough eyes, and that's fine. That's comprehensible to the human mind.
It's like Rudolph. He didn't have enough eyes, so all the angels made fun of him, and then he went to Earth and he found his youth.
That's the story of the Archangel Michael. Yes.
For sure.
Yeah,
that's what happened in that gay show, right? The gay show with David Tennant. That was the plot, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Okay, this is the only... Oh, that's actually not that bad either. But it won't load. Oh well.
Oh,
it's too big.
As far as getting information out of wizards goes, could you try torture?
You could just ask. Wizards like to talk a lot.
Well, specifically for the necromancer, I might be able to make him talk a bit.
How would you make him talk? That's really funny. I can try reaching a little further, but there's only so far I can go into a mine before I'm detectable.
Oh,
Cast magic in front of the wizard. Sounds like a perfect plan to me. It's still a spell, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a
Cast
spell.
Detect thoughts. Still a spell.
The only other option I have is also. This is why I suggested torture first. You break the wizard's hands, he might not be able to teleport.
we're torturing people now?
They're
If it's the
discussing
only way to get them
torture.
to talk.
I will
Oh, no.
say, it's
I-
easy to stop somebody from counterspelling.
We need to get info out of a wizard. Okay. Have we just tried beating him?
And if you can read his mind, we can cut out his tongue so he can't speak.
Jesus.
Okay.
Sorry, Hadar.
Or we don't have to do that.
Okay, so we're looking for torture methods right now?
No, we're looking for ways to get information out of the wizard. I can only think of torture. That's why I keep bringing it up.
I have a in-depth knowledge on anatomy. I'm pretty sure I can find ways to make it hurt.
Yeah.
That's
Can I
neat.
roll for torture, Graham?
Can I
Yeah.
roll for
Can I offer the help action? I'd love. Look. Torture.
So,
That's this group's
I'm
version
gonna
of the
say
bathhouse.
you're pretty sure with your medical knowledge, you could probably torture someone pretty well.
Okay, cool, cool.
When and if the need arose. So,
All right.
this is all hypothetical torture for now, unless you're, you don't have the wizard yet.
Oh,
No.
oh.
Yeah, Karo, they're talking about Karo.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about Karo. No, we're talking about. Wait,
I
Karo.
Karo.
Hang on.
Karo, sorry, Karo. You need to put the emphasis on the A.
Caro.
Karo.
Caro.
I was like, wait a minute.
Something isn't right.
Listen, I don't know how, but
I don't know how that slipped past you.
I
Okay.
wasn't thinking of Karo at the time.
No.
All right, my apologies. I had to take a step away for a little bit.
Yeah. Because we were discussing, so Bonnie proposed to us, like, what we as a group wanted to do.
Okay.
Ace's answer was, I want to continue serving Hadar. Ripley was like, I want to figure out how to not do that. Ajal was like, I just do whatever my lady tells me. And we found out that changes from moment to moment.
Okay.
He just does what she says when she says it.
Caro human or humanoid?
Yeah.
Or was he undead?
Soon.
He
We
seemed
don't
to
Karo,
be
if you remember,
humanoid.
was a
for
tall
sure.
blonde man with violet eyes. He speaks with a soft, evil voice.
Okay.
Those are my notes.
Soft evil.
Yeah, he's not evil though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Karo Verstek.
And then
And then we started talking about how to kill the necromancer, and Bonnie was like, how to get information. And we have the option of spells or torture so far. And then Atlas mentioned that he could probably get him to speak.
Okay.
yeah.
All I
He
can
owned
do is
the
make
shop.
someone scared.
Yeah. Also, I forgot his shop name was called the Carrion Companions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love my shop. Dead friends.
Dead friends.
Yeah.
He's a necromancer. What do you expect from him?
I don't know, decency,
Better.
kindness.
Better.
Being better at hiding, at least.
Yes,
He's
any amount of discretion.
honestly, he was kind of open.
So, what we're currently doing is planning on what to do with Kara once we get the broken bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, that is what we're currently like actively
Mhm.
thinking about.
Unless Eagle, Eagle, has any other goals he wants to reach.
I simply wish not to die. Not prematurely, anyway.
And it seems like our main hindrance with interrogating Caro is that he can teleport away, and we don't have any way to stop that.
Hmm.
Arcane endeavors are outside of my expertise.
I can start working on a way to stop it, but it might take a while.
I could try to drive him mad. It's unreliable, though.
Is there a means of nullifying magic?
Huh?
In my arcane knowledge, of which I have many, would I know about those like high level spells that do that? That I absolutely do not have any access to,
Mm,
but may know about in
Bonnie
theory.
just said mini.
probably not,
Okay.
honestly.
It was
Bonnie
player
knows.
knowledge
Bonnie
and
said
not
mini.
You kind
character
of grew
knowledge,
up in
because I
the.
know so much about spells.
Yeah, I know you do, but like you kind of grew up in the country.
Ripley has studied magic, though, specifically. He has a +8 in Arcana.
Make an arcana check.
Okay.
Mmm.
Yeah,
He
you.
knows a lot about magic.
Yeah, you vaguely know some of those types of spells.
Yeah, there's our spells that can, but they're way out of our wheelhouse.
Hmm. Would any of the casters know? Well, no, because I think for certain spells, never mind. I was gonna say if a lead can a lead walled room would work, but
What if we bind his hand in lead cuffs?
I mean, yeah, if we can just stop him from casting spells.
We might be able to find something out in Broken Bridge. I mean, the two people who invited us in, he was doing research.
Theoretically, there are magical cuffs that could prevent it, but you've never met anyone with them or with knowledge of them. But theoretically, something like that could work.
We're gonna create a new item.
a
I mean, I'd say like Bonnie. Historically, you've heard of them. You specifically have.
so what I'm hearing is there are means, but none that are available to us.
Not available to us yet.
Yeah, all we've got is I think, gosh, I know something. What I don't know cleric spells as a warlock. D&D is hard.
D&D is hard.
I miss
Yeah.
being a cleric and knowing cleric spells.
I mean, you've studied
All I'll
magic.
say is, let's look through your spells. There's one in there that's helpful.
Dispel magic?
No, it's lower than that.
Oh. Fuck. I don't know if it'll show up on my list because my list is weird. A hold person?
Just I don't know. Look at your spells. See if any you think would be helpful. I don't want to
Helpful for what?
for like not letting him cast magic.
Oh, silence.
Yeah, there you go.
I was confused.
Because if we have a detect thought,
Old person would
we don't-
also work.
yeah, whole person would also work, but that he gets to make a save against constantly, whereas silence
Yeah.
he doesn't. If he's silenced and we have a detect thoughts, then we could get information. We would just need somebody like holding him to the ground.
I can handle that part.
Yeah.
I'd say we should restrain him thoroughly and break his hands just in case.
Let's
Well,
break his
okay.
legs.
If you're going to go that far, you might as well cut tendons.
Well, I just want to make sure that he can't move his hands or wag his tongue.
Hmm.
Does anybody have? Or yeah, you have the telepathic feat, Bonnie. So you'd be able to, plant that in his brain to make him think about it. You're the ultimate interrogation machine. Wow.
Truly. Also, the only reason I'm so adamant about physical damage to this guy is because eventually the silence spell will go away.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not like we get to keep him forever, but we could get some information.
But if we can keep him and keep him from coming at us again,
There's nothing stopping us from killing him.
the timer.
Well, silence
That's all I guess we're
lasts
negotiating
longer
for.
than detect thoughts, so we only get detect thoughts for a little bit anyway.
Yeah, but if we remove the timer, we can do it over a couple days.
That's true.
Assuming we are able to accomplish the plan whatsoever.
This is assuming we even get to the city. We could die before.
Yeah, like
I mean, historically, every in detail plan we've made has gone off without a hitch.
truly. So I think maybe our first step in brokerage is to like do a little bit more research on like maybe any like scrolls or something that we can get. That might help us. Um. Or any like ways we might be able to like gain an upper hand against this necromancer. But, you know. We don't have to. We can just rely on silence.
Just silence.
I'm sure casting a spell in front of the wizard is going to go wonderfully. We
Yeah.
should get a spell of counterspell, a scroll of counterspell, so that way someone can just go counterspell whenever he used
In
counterspell.
time, I could have that spell.
Well, we don't have time.
Exactly. If we did, though.
But if we get a scroll and more money and paper, Bonnie could have it. I think.
That's very
No,
true. No, she can't have it.
Not
She's
yet.
not high enough
Not yet.
wizard, but she could
Not
cast
yet.
it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she could cast it,
Any of you can
and that's
cast
the
it.
important part.
Through scrolls, anything is possible.
To be a wizard.
Takes you back.
It does.
Maybe one day.
I don't really miss it though. So many spells. I always had so many options, and none of them were the right one.
Too many options.
I mean, cleric's not that much different.
No, but at least now I'm limited to the options I have in my list.
Very true.
I'm not like going out like I need money.
Exactly. They just need me to cast them if they're crazy.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, we should get a diamond revivify.
Ooh.
We need to rob a jewelry place or something.
Going straight for the robbing. Cool.
Yeah,
We
not
need
buying.
money. We need money and we're evil. What do you want from me?
Fair enough.
Fair, very, very fair. I don't know what I expected from you.
To be a wonderful, upright citizen who follows all the laws?
Yeah, actually.
Uh, yeah. So, any other conversations while you're all aboard your vessel?
Hmm. Not anything I can think of at the moment.
Okay. As your night winds down, there is, I believe it's Ace that is carrying the sending stone, correct?
Yes.
You once again feel a small tingle in your mind as you begin to hear words flutter out of nowhere, fairly late into the evening. Colte here, just checking in. How close are you all to Broken Bridge?
We're about a day out from Birch Bay, right?
You're like at this point in the night, you should expect to arrive in Birch Bay early in the morning, like before 12,
Okay.
at the very least.
Yeah. I will message back. We're current. We'll be in Birch Bay in the morning.
You get another message shortly after, not through the sending stone this time. Ah, took a seer out then. Very clever indeed. As long as you approach from the east side, you should be fine.
We thought it'd be safest this way. I'll make sure everyone knows the East Bridge is the best bridge. That's what I was told.
After that, no more messages come to you. The rest of the evening goes by smoothly and without harm. And in the morning, can someone roll me a d100, please?
I'll do it.
Okay,
God.
wonderful. The heavy.
What a coincidence!
Yeah. So the clouds that had begun to form over the previous day have, in the morning, turned to rain and snow. The top of the ship is battered by wet weather as you all are finding your way into the port of Birch Bay. You can see a great forest dots the coastline on the edge of this large inland bay. The weather might be bad, but the waves are blocked and changed by the great amount of shielding that this large bay has from outside weather. and you can see a massive deep water port town known as Birch Bay standing before you.
Pink, you've got an echo.
Yep, I was about to mention it.
Noticed.
Highly unfortunate.
Um,
Ah.
the coastline is uh, white with the color of the birch trees, and the leaves in some spaces are almost eternally stained orange and red, um, looking like blood spilt upon a white field. The ship begins to dock in the large estuary at Birch Bay and begins to unload its gangplank. You've arrived around midday. Um, you can immediately see that the bosuns begin taking crates from the deepest sections of the ship and begin unloading them as quickly as possible. Swell walks over to all of you as you are preparing your own gear and preparing to head off. Well, it's been a pleasure taking you all across the sea here and bringing you safely to Birch Bay. We're probably going to be staying in the area for a while. I'm sure there's some wreckages here that might be easier to find. If y'all need to find a way back to Horn Ridge or Clash or wherever, I think we'll be around for a bit. Thanks for help.
The voyage has been rather interesting, to say the least.
Absolutely. I didn't expect as much encounters out to sea. Usually there's at least one, but there's some interesting things we saw. Anyways, I'll let you all be on your way if you need anything else. My ship is always at your beck and call, as long as you have the gold for it. You all begin to head off down the gangplank, abandoning the Northwind nose that safely journeyed you here in less than 5 days. Hornridge is a large town, surrounded by forests almost on all sides, dotted with hills nearby and the distant Shamala Mountains that dominate most of the landscape to the far east. You can see a great, fast-moving river meets the estuary and out to sea. This is a big port town. Maybe not the biggest within the reach, but certainly sizable enough to warrant great defenses and a premium location. The road ahead is not too long. It is about midday as you've reached Birch Bay, leaving you able to get well out into the countryside by nighttime. And from there, about another day's full travel to Broken Bridge. I imagine it's up to you all. If you want to stay in Birch Bay for a couple hours, it would delay you in getting to Broken Bridge, but you can certainly spend some time in Birch Bay.
Do I feel any better from yesterday?
Oh yeah. After a long rest, your health goes back.
I have blood again.
Yeah, it just took a full
Yay.
night for your blood to come back. You had to eat a lot of chocolate, have a couple of things of orange juice, and you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as the crew's okay with stopping for like a couple hours, we could go check and see if they have any stuff we need
Yeah.
real quick.
Oh, I never did practice with that bow. Oh yeah, good thing I complimented the chef. Feed me your wonderful food, chef.
Absolutely.
I'll praise you endlessly.
Yeah, but if you wanted to spend some time searching around Birch Bay for, so what are you looking for exactly?
Does anyone want a healing potion?
I think
Asks Bonnie.
do I still have one?
I've got a healing balm. So
Yeah, I know I think I have one of those. No, I use my healing balm. No, I do have a healing potion though.
I've also got a healing word, so I should be good.
I don't think I have a healing potion. So if no one else wants it. I also have a fuck ton of health at all times, so.
Unless you get hit with like 2 crits in a row again.
Oh, right.
Yeah, unless I can't, channel the beast for 5 turns in a row or whatever. Alright. Slay.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to go and look for scrolls, the best place to do that would probably be a magic shop of some type.
Birch Bay seems too small for one of those.
Do you want to look around?
I would love to look around. Just in case.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Does Grim wanna help me out?
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Great. 27.
27. Yeah, you begin looking around, and even though Birch Bay is kind of a in-between town, it's somewhat on the smaller side. Um, it has much more travel with large city structure. It is technically the closest port between Broken Bridge and Crimson and the sea. Um, Thus, it seems to actually get quite a bit of travel. Um, with a safe, large port located at this estuary. This is a city that, you know, given time and a lot more resources, would be very powerful and could be a major city. It's just not. But it does mean that there is a magic item shop here that seems to have collected quite the assortment of goods.
Fantastic. I would love to peruse their wares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you head over to the red paper birch.
I assume Bonnie is with me as
Yeah.
well.
I assume so.
Red paper butch.
Red paper birch. It is a squat, short building with red roof tiles that match a lot of the kind of reddish leaves that you saw when entering into Birch Bay. Um, there is a singular birch tree that is out front in a sort of garden-esque space. It seems to have lost its leaves, but they seem to be red on the ground. Upon walking in, there is a older-looking woman who is running the store. You can see red ginger hair drifts down just to her shoulders, as she is currently um, working on restocking certain shelves. It seems like it's part general store, but it seems to have a little bit of everything. Oh, howdy there. What can I get for you?
I'll defer to Bonnie here.
Grim is also probably still on your shoulder, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's my little friend.
Bird in a magic shop. While that's being typed out, you probably look around. You can see, some of the normal stuff that they have here is, pretty standard weapons and, you know, torches, and, books and ball bearings and component pouches and clubs. And it's very standard stuff. A couple full-length mirrors are adorning the shop in certain spaces.
Oh, perfect for Bonnie, who hates mirrors.
Mm-hmm. God of Awakening.
Do you tell Ripley that? Great. Alright, yeah, so she says that, and, it also, if you have anything on, curses.
Well, you see, I don't know if I have much about curses, but I do have some scrolls. Let me just take you through some of my items. She begins to take you through some of the magic items that she has. You bypass what looks to be some sort of magic hide armor. You can see a red corundum, uh, some type of red gem that seems to beat with elemental energies. Bunches of potions of healing. Um, you also see many, many scrolls, and she begins to go down the list. Absorb elements, acid splash, beast bond, ceremony, detect magic, detect poison, earth tremor, entangle, fairy fire, prestidigitation, and sanctuary. Um, there was also a very, very quiet, um, yet distinct, ha, hmm, huh, as Grim left your shoulder at a certain point during the scroll bonanza, and is currently looking at a small statuette.
What's the statuette look like?
You can see a small silver raven statue. Is currently sitting on one of the higher up shelves, and he's just standing next to it.
I'll look over at it and just look at Grim.
You see, he takes his beak to underneath his wing, and like tosses out a couple gold coins and winks at you.
You want it?
Nods his head.
Alright. How much for this, little bird statue?
The silver raven. It's not that useful. If you want 50 gold.
How much gold does Grim have to put towards this thing?
You see his little bird eyes go wide, looks at his uh, at his wing once more, turns around, and you hear ting 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 ting. And he pulls out 50 gold.
Shit, he's got the whole thing?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's had a lucrative side business.
Does he need me to carry this for him? Is it too big?
Mhm.
Fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the silver raven statue.
That's a very pretty bird you have there. I like it.
No clue what it does, but I have it now.
Yup, you have a little statue of a silver raven.
Also, what's the price on that fairy fire scroll?
The fairy fire scroll is 120 gold pieces.
Okay.
It definitely was very close to a villager sound for a second. He does have like that villager like kind of like accent. Every time I have to like roleplay as him, I immediately just laugh as him, and he goes, kind of like the witch. It's the only way I can find his voice is that I laugh. But yeah, so those are the magic items that she has.
Okay. 120. And she
And
didn't
I
have
would say
any books on curses.
curses, not really. She doesn't really have a semblance of knowledge that is, built up. This is just like mundane stuff that comes to her,
Okay.
and then she just kind of pawns it off to the next shop. The items of worth, you get the sense there's, it's whatever um, this red gem is, hide armor, and then any of the scrolls that are left.
Alright. I think I'm good. I'm gonna save my coin.
You ask about the red gem, and she will describe it as a elemental gem. It says it has the power to conjure elementals. Very fancy. Very expensive. Yeah, specifically this one can summon a fire elemental to aid in any combat situations. Or just, tend a fireplace. Absolutely. That's that's why I said that. We love Calcifer. So, any scrolls or anything else? And there's a bunch of healing potions. Did you buy the scroll Ripley?
No, I'm saving my money.
Okay. If you send me what scrolls you're looking for, I can have them more prepared next time. Counterspell. Gotcha. Or they can be crafted for you in preparation as well. And you're fairly certain Broken Bridge supposedly is one of the biggest cities. So.
Yeah, that's why I'm saving
Yeah.
my money, because we're going to a much bigger city, so
Absolutely.
probably have more.
Yeah. So.
I need to find a library.
Fair enough. So, you leave the Red Paper Birch and begin heading on your way further north. It is already midday by the time you were traveling, so you're only able to get so far out of Birch Bay before the night comes. So it's probably... Okay. As it is winter, traveling super late is not really in the cards. And you all camp just outside of Birch Bay's borders, well out of the city and off the beaten path, which you make your way kind of out into the wilds once more. The cold snow and wind both helps and hinders you, as trying to get off the path is a little bit of an annoyance, but you're fairly certain that any tracks you leave are being covered by the snows that are quickly arriving. You all begin to set up and rest for the night. Is anyone choosing to watch?
Yes.
First watch?
I'll do second.
Second watch for Ace.
I'll pull up the rear.
Okay.
And I can do the first one.
Gotcha. So, Atlas, you are taking first watch. Egil's taking the rear, and then Ace takes the middle. So, Atlas, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please. Okay. Of the course of your beginning watch, you set up camp fairly early in the evening, just because the weather and the darkness makes it just not good to travel in this type of weather. And you immediately are so happy you stopped, as that snow that has been falling for the entirety of the day, which was mostly okay. It was cold, but not too bad, has increased throughout the day. And now, as you all are resting and relaxing, or trying to, in the dark of night, out in the cold, it is beginning to blizzard. Heavy, heavy snowfalls block all view, and you are no longer able to see much of anything as the world around you becomes a white haze. All sound is dampened and blocked by the massive snowfalls, and you see nothing. Luckily, that means no creature befalls you in the night, but you are uncertain what the next day will bring you as your watch comes to an end and you wake Ace. Perception check for Ace, please.
Yes. Let us see what button I press. A remarkable 11.
Mm-hmm. Um, with an 11, you are also unable to see anything as you are blocked a lot by the blizzard conditions that have pretty much white outed the entire area. Luckily, with your fire, you're able to kind of keep yourself and your companions warm, um, but that also ricochets the light and makes seeing what is happening on the roads or anywhere around you untenable. Okay.
Well,
Last watch, Egil. Perception check. Okay. It is late, late into the morning that the winter blizzard eases up and the snowfall fades. And all you're left with is the freezing cold winds that wrap around the encampment, mostly bypassing you all next to the fire, but still, nonetheless, it is very, very cold. Um, in one day, your temperatures went from close to not freezing to, or not freezing in general, to pretty much being zero all of last night during the blizzard. Much of the snow has thus far turned into slippery ice as well, creating hazardous conditions for next day travel. Also, in the wee early hours of the morning, there is a distant, dulled that you hear somewhere off in the sky. And as you look up and begin to see the wisps of cloud, these heavy storm clouds that no longer are dropping thick snowfall, begin to part, you watch as a flaming wreckage of a skyship falls to Earth, not but an hour away from your position. You see great pillars of smoke and flame beginning to rise from the forests just about an hour to the north.
Am I the only one still up, or
Yeah,
everyone?
this is probably maybe 2 or 3 hours into your watch, so later into it, but everyone else is still fast asleep, pretty much, if they sleep. But yeah, heard this dull thud, and then you watch as it almost seems to. It was probably above the cloud layer too, which is strange that it seems to be already on fire as it's falling to the ground.
Hmm. Did it look like the same ship from before?
Absolutely. You get the
Okay.
sense that it might have spent a day repairing itself on that island and then finally drifted off, only to crash land this morning.
Okay.
Uncertain if it's the weather or what.
I'll make a mental note. So it's pretty much going the same direction that we're walking anyway to get to Broken
Absolutely, yeah.
Bridge.
It seemed that it was. You make the inference. It was probably going to Broken Bridge. That was probably its end destination.
Okay. I'm not gonna wake the party up for this. I'll let them finish resting,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll just inform them in the morning.
Yeah. Eventually, the watch ends, and you all waken cold as hell. It is still very bitter conditions. Luckily, your fire has kept you warm throughout the evening. Um, but this next day of travel will be hazardous, and you will have um, dangerous conditions going forward.
Once
Meaning,
everyone's kind of gathered themselves ready for the morning.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
It
mark off
seems
rations.
yeah. Rations. Okay. Um, it seems that floating ship has made a sudden appearance. It's crashed somewhere north of here. I believe it may have been going to Broken Bridge itself.
Anyone?
Uh, do you think we'll run into it on our way there?
Given the direction and I would say so. It crash landed to the north, and that's along our path.
Well, hopefully the crash killed no one on it.
I could use a few more cadavers.
I guess the best thing we can do is be careful. Keep an eye out.
Of course, a certain level of risk assessment.
I can't wait to get my hands on a good corpse again.
I agree.
I still have the ichor on me. That it's all weird now.
It dried. It flaked off, probably.
Oh, it flakes off. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's like a temporary tattoo.
Nice.
Okay. Ooh, man. Okay. Um, but I guess if nothing else to do, I guess we just keep on heading north.
Okay. You pack up your camp and begin heading north. Upon hitting the road, you discover that it is completely snowpacked. Much of it also froze in the night during with all this cold temperatures. Um, that it's very slick conditions. You all travel at half pace for the day. Um, Additionally, it's not difficult to discern that over the evening there was someone who was on the road, or at least someone's. You count at least, double check, uh, four individual horses were on the road. Their tracks left distinct marks within the snowfall. And it seems they too had to become very careful in these conditions. The fact that they didn't see you, or even if they did see you, they didn't seem to approach you in the night. But still. You continue forward. You begin to get close enough to see the distant black smoke emanating through the sections of forest that you've passed through. It takes about 2 hours of full travel until you begin to smell it as well and get close enough that you see that it crashed on the eastern side of the road, in between the road and what looks to be one of these major river systems that you don't know the full name of yet. Just before the bridge leading over one of these river systems. At this point, the horse prints are gone. It doesn't seem like they continued too far north. Um, Either they made camp themselves somewhere past your encampment, or they disappeared altogether. It's uncertain. But it is merely about 100 feet out of the main roadside, so you were not very far from this ship. So, you think they're gonna have more gold for me? Because I spent a lot of my money on my little friend.
Who's he asking this to?
Probably you.
I don't know, man. Wow, you cleared out after buying that little statue?
I'll never tell you exactly how much I have.
What'd you want that thing for anyway?
It looks like me. He like goes into his wing and pulls it out, holding it in his little mouth. Sure, over me.
I looked down because I thought it was in my pocket.
He puts it on your shoulder.
You're a strange little creature.
Yeah, I know. Ah, but tell me it doesn't look like me. It's a little silver raven.
It looks like you in that you're a raven, and it is also a raven.
I mean, it's not a normal colored raven. It's lighter. All we need to do is get a little bit of paint, and we can paint the tail red, and then it's me.
I'll see if I
Also-
can find some paint.
Also, it can turn into a raven.
Do you want it to?
I mean, we don't have to now. It'll just be a waste of time, but I'm just letting you know that's what it does.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Gives you a bird smile.
I'll give him a bird head scritch.
Oh yeah, thank you. So, you all are along the road. You can see distantly through the forest line, the trees. You can see flames and smoke rising from a crash site. What you do? No one?
Let's go towards it.
I mean, I guess we just like go towards it very slowly.
Okay.
Can we give it a wide berth? Actually,
Are you trying to stealth up to a crashed ship?
I don't know. I'm not good at stealth, but I'm
Do you
afraid
want-
of going off path.
Do you want to try?
I'll try.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Does anyone want to try with me?
Sure. We're a notoriously sneaky group. Interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting. I'm sorry.
Okay. You all begin to sneak off into the woods and come across the crashed ship. Taking a wide berth, you kind of circle around the clearing that it has given itself and see many fallen trees, their branches spilled out across the ground. Freshly fallen snow crackles at the bottoms of your feet. The ship is still very much on fire, and you can see a lot of the product seemingly has burned. The ship has split into 3 distinct parts, and most of the middle section is the most damaged. It's hard to exactly tell what part of the ship was hit first, as it is a wreck. Bodies are strewn all across the ground. Are you all choosing to come from the direct roadside, or do you fully go around the other side? because the side where the road is on seems fairly open from what you can see. It seems that that section of the ship is kind of the most split open part. Here, I'll show you a map of it. Why not?
That is very helpful.
So down here, this way is where the road is. So you all would be kind of more into the woods down here.
I mean, yeah. Just go into the open part.
Okay. You begin to approach, moving from the edges of this broken up tree line, and begin to spot the crew of this broken ship. Currently laid across the ground are multiple corpses. At first, you think they are well armed and armored individuals, but as you get closer and closer, something's different and wrong. Of the bodies strewn across this section of the open space, you count at least 7 warforged, broken and battered. Massive dents, burn marks, broken pieces of helm all show that these individuals most likely died in the crash. It seems some of them had and were repairing damage to themselves. You can see elements of stab wounds. It seems like these were strong individuals and probably suffered some attacks at the hands of proboscis-wielding demonoids.
I want to search for any survivors.
Go ahead. You begin to walk out into the open and going to check some of the bodies. Make a medicine check.
Ooh, gosh. Medicine check. Yeah, that's about right.
You begin to go up to these different warforged. And it's hard to determine anything about them as you've never met metallic humanoids before, and these are very much non-natural warforged. They are manufactured. You can see they all seem to have ancient sigils on them, and seem to be soldiers in a sense. And you can't detect pulses or anything like that. They seem to be very dead.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking at them and like, God, they don't have lungs. Fuck.
You cast Detect Thoughts. What's the range of Detect Thoughts again? It's 30 feet. Yeah, you begin to see that some of these bodies, there is no thoughts. It seems whatever this crash was did a number on these individuals. Greatly so. Ripley, as you begin to make your way further out into the clearing, you look directly in front of you, and you can see what looks to be still burning a large coffin. It seems to be tightly sealed, but well built, so much so that it still seems partially together. But it seems like whatever's on the inside is probably cooked to high hell.
I'll try to like pat out the flames if I can and drag it
Yeah.
away.
Bonnie, as you step forward to get closer to Ripley, there is a semblance of a mind that you detect, and it's in the coffin.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd assume there's something in here. They usually put bodies in these. Oh. Hmm. I'm gonna crack it open.
Okay. Go ahead and just make me a strength check, please.
Perfect. I would love to. 7.
7. Okay. You're able to. So you get up to this uh, burned and burning coffin, and you grab the edges of it, and you go to pull it, and it immediately burns your fingers. You take 6 points of fire damage.
Well, I said I was trying to pat out the flames first.
It's still burning wood. It's still incredibly hot. Like,
Okay.
yeah, you grab a part there was no flames at, but this entire thing has probably been in the fire the entire time.
Okay,
It's
well,
been
I take
burning.
3 points because I'm resistant.
Yeah. And you're able to pull it further away from the inferno. So it's not in the fires, but it's still a burning coffin. It's like the edges of tops of it is like all charcoal at this point. You just like, yeah, you could start a new fire with this coffin. It's that hot.
Alright, well, I'm not strong enough to open it, so. Anybody else want to try? Can you just have a crowbar? Okay.
Bonnie with the crowbar.
I'll gesture for you to use the crowbar because you're stronger than me.
I could do it as well if you wish.
Literally anybody would be better at this. A human child has a higher strength score than Ripley.
There's also something thinking in there, and I'm a squishy wizard.
Well, that's fair. If you don't want to open it, you don't have to.
Alright, give me the crowbar.
A jaw walks up.
Yeah, the maps are still being real funky on my end, so
That's on you.
yeah.
that's your internet's problem.
A strength check, I guess.
Yeah, strength check, please.
With advantage. Wow, that advantage was so helpful.
The double 11s. Yeah, you grab a hold of the crowbar and stick it into the small crack of the wood and begin pulling. And you immediately begin to hear like the intake of air as the seemingly this coffin partially burned itself together. It's almost as if the space in between kind of melted and is kind of fused together, and you're trying to break it apart, and you're just finding it very difficult to do so. Bonnie, that mind inside the coffin gets stronger suddenly, and you begin to hear and feel thoughts of worry and panic, and a fear of sunlight.
I'm gonna hatch this egg.
Oh, Jaw, wait a second. Okay. We could probably assume some things about this situation.
Yeah, you've
It's a vampire.
heard
We know what those are.
stories before. Um,
Do we want to let a vampire out?
Is it a baby vampire?
No way to know.
the mind inside is freaking out. You feel it getting stronger, as if being pulled out of the fire. It almost has gained more life. Like you get the sense that it was dying in the fire. It was just being slowly cooked to death.
But if we let it out, we could ingratiate ourselves to a very
Yeah.
powerful creature.
I mean, why not? What has ever
We need
stopped
a
this
single
party from
ally.
picking up creatures?
We need an ally. We
Let's
only
pick
have
up this
enemies.
creature. Let's raise this egg.
I want to go find a shady spot, like under a tree, and ask Ajal to help me drag the coffin over there.
God, I just want to follow because
I want to find the shadiest tree. It does so many back alley deals.
Um, I think I'm gonna go and take a short flight around. I'll meet you back. And Grim leaps off your shoulder, Ripley.
That's fine.
You're doing a lot of manual labor, and you're bent down, and he can't.
Oh yeah, I'm
stay
so
on your,
built for manual labor.
Yeah,
This is
yeah, he
great.
can't stay on your shoulder forever.
My bones are gonna hurt for days after this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but with the help of a jawl and some others, you are able to drag the coffin underneath a tree, and that mind is much stronger now.
Okay, can I aid a jaw in trying to open this thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to watch. This is fascinating.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Again.
Strength athletics. You can make it with athletics.
And at advantage because I'm being helped.
Yeah.
Sure,
Ripley's so helpful.
Much better.
What about
okay.
the crowbar?
The crowbar is helping more than Ripley is. Ripley's more likely like taking a screwdriver to the hinges and helping.
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah. As if Bonnie says that, as Ajaw's like cracking this thing open, I'm just gonna say, "Hey, whoever's in there, we've got you under some shade, so don't freak out, okay? You're not gonna like burn, probably, hopefully."
With that, you were able to chunk, chunk. It seems like they had metal locks that were melted and fused into the ceiling of this casket, and you're able to break them off. And slowly, you begin to hear the creak as the lid of the coffin is partially moved upwards. And there, you can see currently regenerating is a young man. You can see his face is re-knitting itself as his entire body seems burned. You get the sense he was probably a burning husk when you pulled his coffin out, and he was pretty much dead.
I'm gonna cast 2 healing words on him.
Thank you for that.
So he gets 22 hit points.
Yeah. You watch as his skin knits back together fully, and any excess scars begin to fully heal themselves. This person has pretty decent regenerative ability. I thank you for this. I don't know
No
how I
problem.
will repay.
You could start by kind of telling us what the hell happened.
We were shot down. My ring, it's somewhere on one of the Warforged's bodies. The captain of the guard. I need it to traverse in sunlight. Would you mind finding it?
What's it look like?
Silver band, red ruby.
Yeah, I'll go look for it.
Etched with the sigil of my master. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm good at those. In theory.
14. You begin looking at some of the bodies. One of the bodies closest into the flames, you can see a well-built, warforged, seemingly captain of some sort. He wears this gorgeous kind of metallic armor over his baseline unit. And you can see he currently has sustained a lot of damage. You can see one of his forearms is missing. And you can see it just maybe about 2 feet away from his body. It is seemingly a detached arm blade. But clutched in his other hand is what looks to be almost like a metal cylinder. And upon grabbing the cylinder, you twist it in the middle and lift it, and tucked within is a beautiful ring.
Okay. I'm gonna take the arm blade and the ring.
Okay.
Bring the ring back. Here you go.
He takes it and
What's
slips the
your
lid on.
name?
You can call me Sacha.
Gotcha. How do you spell that?
Is it like Sasha with a CH?
Sacha. Sacha.
Okay.
Which one?
I don't know how to pronounce it fully, but yeah.
How do you spell it?
I posted
Oh
it
yeah,
in the chat.
Sasha.
Yeah.
That's just like a more like
German
a different
pronunciation.
Romanized
Yeah.
version. Yeah.
There's a reason for it. Thank
I've
you.
looked at a lot of names.
I was worried about the sunlight. I thought I was just going to die in here.
Well, it's a good thing we came across you then.
Really good thing. Someone shot us out of the sky. I don't know what power they wielded, but they obliterated our ship. The core, it malfunctioned and it detonated. Are there any survivors? My personal guard?
I don't think so. Not that we could tell, at least.
Damn it.
Is there anything on the ship that you need? Could see if it's left.
There's a few items of import. We were just typical trades. We do this quite often.
It's like your top 3 items.
We were traveling with magical paints. We had some of Johann's brews, and then, well, we had thousands of pounds of refined copper ore for the city.
Okay, well the copper's definitely melted. I guess I can go see if I can find those other things real quick.
The alcohol's probably ruined. I don't know if the paint would stay. It is magical. John had a few other items aboard the ship that he was trying to do business with the mages in Brokenbridge. I don't know if they're still there.
I'll take a look. Give me a few minutes. And
Okay.
I, with my fire resistance, am gonna go into the burning ship and look for stuff for this really hot vampire guy.
Yeah. Literally.
Well, now I
Yeah,
know what
to just kind of
Ripley's.
describe him, he wears darkened clothes, kind of short black hair. You get the sense he's strangely military. Um, well built, strong, and carries. Well, not carries. Wears a symbol upon his chest. He has an amulet that depicts a sigil of a stallion with flames on a shield. Go ahead and make another investigation check as you step into some of the fiery spots to look for stuff.
Okay, can I have advantage because I'm doing it for someone that I find attractive?
Sure.
Hey yo.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to impress this vampire.
Yeah, you really like this
I want to
vampire.
I want to find stuff that he thinks is important so that he likes me.
26. One of the first things you find within this ship is what looks to be a box, a wood box that is tossed and mostly broken. But opening it up, you can see that there is a partially filled pot of marvelous pigment that is still left. Most of it has spilled, so it only contains probably 100 square feet left of paint. It is a very limited amount, but there is some still left in there. You find a couple crates that have not fully broken of, strangely, have not broken, of what seems to be homemade liquor. And you can see this kind of it's called Johann Brew, and it seems to depict a yellow paintbrush as the symbol of the type of liquor. And there's at least 3 bottles of that have not fully broken. Um, Other than that, there is also a box of probably about 100 pounds of refined copper ore that has not melted, and that is somewhat intact.
I can't carry all that.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's yeah, there's a lot of that. And the
I
last
will.
thing, it was also in
Sorry.
the container containing the paints. There is a small, kind of tied up little pouch, and upon opening it, you can see a small. Um, um, it's just like a small silver implement shaped like a tree branch and strung with some golden bells, and a small note. Um, do you read the note?
Not immediately because I'm in fire.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah.
much fire damage am I taking, by the way?
Oh, you probably take a good 10 points of fire damage over the course of like 10 minutes searching. Like
Okay,
things are
that's not
hot.
bad.
Like you're just grabbing stuff out of fires. You're like having to step over burning infernos.
Doesn't even
Luckily,
eat through my temporary hit points.
yeah.
I'm so good.
Luckily, this the main middle section of the ship was probably burning first. Like this is probably where the explosion emanated from, for the most part, and thus, like this is the first part of the ship that was destroyed, and the first part that burned. Um, Thus, most of the rest of the real big fires are on the extra parts of the ship. This part is like charcoal and dust at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab the paint, the 3 bottles of liquor, and the little pouch, and bring them back out.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you head back to
Hey,
Sasha.
so I found a couple things. That copper ore is in there, but I definitely can't carry that. But I did find all this.
Oh, let me see.
I
A
hand
couple
it
more
all over.
bottles left. That's a good 100 gold right there. Looks at the bottles of paint, like kind of looks inside. Sean will be so mad. Well, if we could get the copper out, I believe the copper said how much was it?
It looks like there was a lot.
It was a full crate. It was.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 500 gold. I might be able to charter a ship back home with that.
Where's home?
Sothram.
Hmm.
In Dracovia. And, if I can get this back to the wizards. I don't know how much the bell branch is worth, but I'll find use for it.
Well, the copper is gonna be dependent on how much, how well you can convince my companions here to help you, because I am not gonna be any use for that.
Well, now that I'm more to my full strength, I might be able to carry it out myself. But I'm glad there's some items that were able to be salvaged. It's a shame it was going to be a good haul.
Yeah, sorry about losing the rest of it.
It's fine. I've experienced many bad things in life, and, well, surviving is all that matters. Did you happen to see any individuals on the road? I'm sure whoever shot us down will not be far.
I don't think so.
The horses were going, though. I think. Right?
I'm not sure if those are
The
related
horses
or not.
that we saw on the road were going north, and they didn't make it this far, so I don't think it's.
Yeah, the tracks for the horses that were heading north, they disappeared probably about an hour before you actually got to this location. So they did not make it entirely to, where they would be easily able to access the crash site. Along the road.
With our luck, it's probably a group of paladins. Tell me I'm wrong.
It very well could be. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I think Rizor was actually coming here, or at least trying to get in the city.
Yeah, but he should be coming from the west, and we're in the east.
Unless he was like tracking us somehow.
There's no way.
No,
Being tracked by someone.
No. That's probably not.
more than likely he's got bigger things to worry about.
I'd heard there were some tensions in the area, but I'm from another continent. I don't fully know what is going on here.
Yeah, I'd recommend probably like doing as much trade as you can as quickly as possible, and then not, and then maybe steering clear until whatever happens.
Well, I'll certainly get back to my master about that.
You might also want to keep an eye on the Empire of Glass.
Oh, we do not do trade with them. They hate us.
Yeah, they're sort of
No,
invading a little, so just kind of watch out for that.
Well, I dare them to invade Sothran. Drakova will see to it that they never make it to our shores. Well, I appreciate you all fetching me out of that wreckage. Very much so.
Yeah, of course.
So
We're going to a broken bridge if you need like a place to regroup.
yes. That was my destination in the end. I'll be heading there no matter what. I know some of the leaders of the mage school there, or I trade with them sometimes.
I look to our group. Do we want another stray?
Ace is gonna side with you no matter what. So
I think he's a powerful ally. Adopt a vampire today.
yeah, adopt a vampire.
Is anyone against the hot vampire going to Broken Bridge with us?
Nope. Let's have him come.
Huh?
I'm fine with it.
Um.
Yeah, 2 hot undead guys. Hell yeah. We need more hot undead guys,
yes,
actually.
hot undead guy harem? Question mark?
Exactly.
Question mark the harem.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, safety in numbers, you could tag along with us.
That would be most helpful, honestly. I will have to carry my coffin with me. That's the only negative of this type of travel. but I can carry my own weight.
Cool.
Let me just go and see if I can grab some of that copper. It is worth a decent penny. And
I
he'll
mean, a decent copper.
he kind of fully stands up out of his coffin and begins to walk over into the fire to go and grab his little crate
Is
of
the sunlight
copper.
a non-issue?
Oh, with the ring, it's
I got
not
his
an issue.
ring for him, so.
Oh, right.
Walk.
Sorry, my bad. I was
His
like,
daywalker ring.
Yup.
Damn.
Yeah, so he goes and he begins to walk into the flames. You begin to hear a distant sound of beating wings, and you quickly see Grim flying up into the opening and lands on your shoulder, Ripley. Hi. So I kind of saw people.
Who?
Okay.
There is 4 people on horses. They were not far at all. I think they're gonna. Your face is full of feathers, and red covers your eyes. As you slowly reach your hand up to your face, you wipe it away, and white feathers and red blood coats your hand. I got one of them! Stand down. Don't move. Or the next one goes right through your face.
Do I see who said that?
You can see a man currently perched at the edge of the forest line right here, holding what looks to be a long rifle of some type, aimed
Where
straight at you,
exactly did you
Ripley.
say?
Right here.
Damn.
What's the range on that?
About
100?
95, 100 feet, yeah.
Okay. Well, he just killed my best friend.
Is Grim like dead? Like, is he gone? Is his body like poofed?
There is a poof of white feathers that is radiating the area. You can't immediately see him, but you see the feathers. And I'll leave you with that as we end today's session.
I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
I'm gonna.
There
God
is
damn.
the sound of hoof falls that quickly approach as you see 3 mounted bandits, all carrying different weaponry, readying themselves to take the spoils.
Can we all get rage?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, I can go share mine.
Yeah.
Ripley's about to do some heinous shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we might all be.
I can't wait to hear of the war crimes that you commit.
Here comes the villain arc.
The
So
true
about that
villain arc.
torture.
About torture, yeah.
I've been talking about Ripley needing more trauma. This, it's a good start. Kill his only friend in the world.
Mm-hmm. Right on your shoulder, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's where I end the session today.
Wonderful.
I hope you all enjoyed it.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I meet a hot guy. My best friend is murdered.
That's...
The universe has to balance.
Yeah, honestly.
Ripley cannot be happy for a single minute.
No.
No.
Not at all. Honestly, I feel like that's every, really good drama is like, oh, you meet the love of your life, a hot man, and then your fucking best friend dies.
Yeah, and then your mom gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone you care about dies, so you can move
Maybe
on.
we can revivify him.
Well, I'll leave that for 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
No
Oh.
session next week?
I don't believe so. No.
That's very sad.
I will be on vacation. I fly away on Thursday, and I don't think I get back till
Damn.
Just run
Wednesday.
session in Mexico.
It'll be great.
It'll be something. I I doubt I would be able to. Oh, I'd probably have to use my brother's laptop still, which would mean I would have to run a 2-hour session.
Perfect.
Yup, absolutely perfect. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed today's session.
Always.
Yeah. Honestly, I did not expect you to roll what you did for the first fight. I really did not expect that.
To roll
As in, you
the
more
flying
of us
ship.
to fail,
Yeah,
or more of us succeed.
the flying ship roll. The flying ship was supposed to happen, um, but I didn't expect you to roll it for a random encounter too.
Mm.
I love that for us.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, love a good flying
Well,
ship encounter.
good session. Very fun.
Yeah.
Love 4s and 5 on a D100.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.